Hey Thrive Loud listeners, it's Sophia, an intern here, and I'm so excited to introduce a catch-up episode with author, speaker, and entrepreneur Joe Apfelbaum. Let's hear what Joe is up to now, and hopefully his motivation will inspire you.
Get ready to thrive loud with Lou Diamond.
Bada boom, bada bing. All right. So welcome to a catch-up episode of Thrive Loud, where we go back to some of the amazing guests that are thriving each and every day and see what they are up to. And today I have the great pleasure of having a guy that's been on the show twice. Once because his episode was so amazing. And second, my production team literally took every amazing thing that he said or expression or cliche or whatever he's got going on in his motivation land and pulled it together in one of the more interesting compilations we've produced. Joe Apfelbaum of Ajax Union and just the king of motivation is here today. How are you today, Joe?
I am doing incredible, amazing, unbelievable. Life is incredible. I am blessed. Thank you for having me.
So two things we want to look at since we've last connected with Joe. He's improved his production quality tremendously. I am overlooking his shoulder right now at one of the cooler background look and feels he's got going on. I feel like I'm in a stage studio. Nice job there, Joe. Looks good.
Thank you so much.
All right. So bring everybody up to speed. What's going on with Joe Apfelbaum today?
So over the past couple of months, what I've decided to focus on is training coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs on how to leverage LinkedIn. I don't know if you know this, but 2019 is the year of LinkedIn. Whereas a couple of years ago, it was all about Facebook or about Instagram. Today, it's all about LinkedIn because Facebook wants you to advertise in order for you to get any exposure. LinkedIn is just giving people exposure away, organic exposure like crazy, like what Google was 10 years ago. LinkedIn is today for B2B companies. But most people have no idea how to use it. So we decided to launch a course, and it's not my first rodeo creating a course. I've launched a couple of other successful courses teaching people how to get motivated, how to network, all this type of stuff. And now we're really turning it into its own business. And we have over 200 customers that signed up to this product, and things are really blowing up because we're making an impact. I have over 250 testimonials on my LinkedIn profile from people that have taken my webinars, my seminars, or people that are taking this course, and they're like, dude, this is really next level. We're really learning in a very simple way how we can go from order takers to rainmakers, from lurkers to influencers in just 15 minutes a day. So I'm super pumped that I get to educate people, and they say that people that pay attention, and I never really understood that because I'm always giving away free information. But the truth is the people that pay the most are the people that end up doing the thing that they're investing in. They end up getting the results. And so it's exciting to see people getting real results. A guy just signed up and he started doing some of the things that we taught him to do. For example, sending DMs to his target market. We teach a greeting, feeding, and meeting process where you don't just go and try to sell somebody, but you first build rapport, and then we have 5 different ways to feed them. And so he started doing that, and he got 3 deals that are each worth $75,000 that are all going to close this year. So for a couple $100, he got access to information that is going to completely revolutionize his business. So I'm excited about that.
So at the beginning of the year, as I recall, I was one of the first people to sit down with you because you had a goal to meet with a certain number of CEOs and top leaders. And I want to say this, I think January 2nd of 2019, you and I had dinner. And how has the year gone? Because now we're 3/4 of the way through, almost 3/4 of the way through. How is 2019 going on that front?
Unbelievable. My goal was to do 1,000 selfies with 1,000 CEOs or LinkedIn connections. And the crazy thing is that today I just counted, I tallied up because tomorrow I'm doing LinkedIn Global, where we have close to 1,000 LinkedIn connections are coming to meet with us in New Jersey. And the crazy thing is I actually have, you're the first one of 1,000, but I actually have 700 people that I sat with and I did selfies with. And it's so exciting to be able to look at all the faces and to create that collage that I create and put it online every single month. And to see the beautiful Shayna Punims of the people that I'm building relationships with. And this is next level. When you have a photo with somebody, whether it's your father, whether it's your mother, whether it's a friend, or whether it's a business connection, you instantly have a connection, a memory that lasts forever. So I have many photos that I've taken together with you, and each one of those photos are really special to me. And the beauty is that every time I do that and I go have an experience with you, but then I record that experience, our relationships gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And then the people that we mutually know that see us on social media spending time together, they end up building a deeper bond with us as a group together. So it's very powerful. Gotcha.
For the viewers on this, we're doing a little video piece, I'm sure, which will end up on LinkedIn somewhere. I'm in San Diego, so I needed sunglasses to cover this. So let's get the next best question, because everybody wants to know. You're always thinking ahead, Joe. What's on the horizon? What are the new things that you're looking to do for your business and for yourself and for your community?
One of the biggest things that are coming up is that artificial intelligence is going to start taking over jobs at a much more rapid pace. Like, for example, when Uber is no longer having actual drivers, or when the trucks are no longer having people drive the trucks. Volvo already has something that you just attach to a truck and it just does its own thing. And so accidents are going to go down. There's going to be more lives, more people around, but there's going to be less of those mechanical type jobs. And people need to get trained to be able to use their brain more properly. They need those soft skills. So we're creating a program called Evergreen where we're teaching people all the soft skills. We're starting with LinkedIn, but we're also doing sales training. We're teaching people how to recruit, how to run their own businesses, how to be able to do all the things that people need to do in order for them to be more entrepreneurial and more successful, even if they're intrapreneurial. So this is exciting to be able to see this course take off. We still didn't even start advertising. We literally just rolled out our first Facebook ads right now. So it's really going to blow up. Our goal is to have over 1,000 students take this program this year. But after that, the next thing is to educate people how they can go from 0 to 5 million in revenue by learning these basic skills around sales and marketing, around operations, around recruiting, around finances, and so on. These are things that they don't necessarily teach you in the real world when it comes to like college. You need to learn this from real world experience. So we as entrepreneurs have done this ourselves, built one of the fastest growing companies in the US. And as a result, this is information that we want to give people the shortcuts so that they can not just make a living, but live a really great life at the same time. Because, you know, a lot of people are out there and they're working hard, but at the same time, they're not living the life they want to live. And I'm a big fan of not just working hard, but living the life you want to live. And in order to do that, you got to have the right balance. I don't believe in work-life balance. I believe in having a really great life. So loving what you do, doing what you love, having passion, having enthusiasm. And if you can do that, people are going to feel it. You're going to have a much better life.
It's always great to catch up with Joe because Joe just gets you going on a whole new level. Joe, great to catch up with you. Thank you for tapping in to the Thrive Loud community again. They totally appreciate it. We always love having you on. And most notably, just keep running through the streets of Brooklyn and motivating people and screaming with your phone and running. And just watch where you're walking. We don't want to see you trip one day. I don't want to hear that story.
They say, that's so funny. People often tell me, Joe, watch where you're going, watch where you're going, watch where you're going. I don't look at my phone when I'm videotaping myself. I'm looking at the street. I'm looking at what I'm doing. I'm just talking to the person next to me. And often you, Lou, you're the person next to me. You know, when I record on my phone, I'm not thinking about the crowds of people watching me. I'm thinking about you, the hungry entrepreneur, the speaker, the motivational, the person who wants to be able to go from frustration to motivation, the person who's stuck. And so I'm talking to that specific person when I'm walking down the street. So it's as if you're literally walking by me. People often communicate with me on social media and they say, Joe, I feel like you're just talking to me when I'm watching your videos. And the truth is, if you're listening to this podcast, I'm literally just talking to you. I'm not talking to thousands of people, although thousands of people might hear it. But I'm just talking to you. And I think that's the key when it comes to putting yourself out there is literally speaking to that target audience and not worrying about millions of people hearing you. If you can impact one person, you will impact one person if you speak to one person instead of speaking to everybody.
Joe Apfelbaum, keep thriving loud, my friend. Great to see you.
Boom.
Boom.
You've been listening to Thrive Loud with Lou Diamond. Now that you've heard this amazing episode, you really need to subscribe and hear all our episodes. Head on over to thriveloud.com and subscribe on whatever platform you listen to your podcasts. And make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn at Thrive Loud. Thanks for listening.